going on? Well, haven't made any video for a little bit. Gotten a couple of comments, you know, like, hey, missing your videos, or was it Magoo said, it looks like you're retired or something. Like, no. Actually, I left my camera mounts and stuff in the truck. It's in the shop still. So unless I want to drive down the road just holding my phone, because I don't even have anywhere to mount it. So, but I figure I'd make a little bit of vid, get everybody up to date. The truck is in the shop, Stewart and Stevenson in Lubbock still. It's been down since it got towed there, what, 2.5 weeks ago now. It's been stupid. I don't like it. They've God, what have they done? So originally, go back and look at the video from a couple weeks ago now. I was getting a turbo code. They replaced a turbo sensor, so that got cleaned up. They had to clear the codes for the filters getting cooked, and they had to put in a serial number because I couldn't find the serial numbers without actually pulling the filters back out. But they had a general bogus serial code they can use to reset that, so that's what they did because they knew they were cooked. And then I had a tapping on the left side of the motor. They took oil samples, they dropped the pan, checked everything out. They pulled all the rods, mains, and bearings. Everything came back okay on that. They look good. Sent off an oil sample to Detroit. That took 2 weeks. It finally came back normal. That it was not an irregular sample. There was no sediment, debris, anything like that. So that all came back good. So really it came down to, it looks like we need to replace the oil pump and the O-rings. So that's what we did. They were missing one tool to prime it with or whatever. So we're waiting on that tool. It's going to be in tomorrow morning, and they said they could button it up like right after that, prime the system and check it all out and make sure that tapping noise went away. They're going to put a stethoscope on it and see if it's still there. Cockroach. Little red cockroach. So anyway, that's kind of where we're at. I know it's been a couple, 3 weeks. My face pubes are coming in full. Winter's coming, so I figured maybe I'd grow it out a little bit. I don't like having a full beard during the summer. You get all sweaty and stanky and everything, because you always have to wash your face and everything. So past couple weeks, so I stayed home a week thinking the truck might have come out of the shop pretty quick. Didn't happen. So now I ended up just taking one of his trucks again, making wages. Right now I left, oh hell, been a couple of weeks ago, I took a load out of Lubbock, reefer load, and went up to Chicago. Again, I didn't take my camera with me or anything, so I didn't film it. It was right on the south side of Chicago. Would have been a cool video. So I unloaded there. Then I went over to, just over the line in Indiana, picked up a load of Buddig meats, those little ham and turkey packets you see at the store, little tiny flimsy ones. Took a whole load of Buddig meat to Moberly, Missouri. Then I went up to Iowa, picked up another load of meat, and took it down to Tupelo, Mississippi. Then I got a load, God, I'm trying to remember all these loads. Tupelo, Mississippi, left there, went up to Memphis, blew a tire, load got canceled, got another load out of Jonesboro, Arkansas the next day, Jonesboro to, Jesus Christ, I want to say Dallas? No, I forget. And then from there, I caught another load directly to Lubbock, came home for a couple days. Now I'm out here. I'm running around in an International Pro Star, pulling a load of milk, got a milk tanker, and I'm taking it to Hattiesburg, Mississippi. Like I said, I'm in Louisiana right now on I-20 at this rest area. Had to go in and drop an anvil in their toilet. Thank you for accepting my donation, Louisiana, and hope y'all enjoy it. But yeah, nice little rest stop. Weather's decent. It's probably about 80 degrees. Weather's starting to cool off a little bit for the season. Everything's nice and green. A little bit of breeze today, but it's nice weather. You can see the truck right over there though. Milk tanker. He's got these, he does this thing of leasing Ryder trucks because it's better financially for him to pay the truck payment because it's 100% maintenance. And Ryder has a guarantee too, if the truck goes down mechanically or whatever and they got to keep it more than 2 days, they'll give you another truck. So that's always a benefit. Yeah, for right now though, I'm just out here making my wages. Just kind of just keeping up to keep up. This truck has been super frustrating. It looks like, I mean, hell, redoing the fuel system, all the injectors, you know, it's like kind of had almost a little mini rebuild with that. And now they've pulled all the rods, mains, bearings, and everything too. Everything was good. Oil samples are good, so the engine ain't blown. Turbo wasn't blown. Everything was good. So it's like, now it's like kind of like at a bottom end done on it too. So hopefully truck comes out of the shop, everything's good, we can get to running. Because too, we've already talked about, I just need to build up enough money again to get a down payment and some maintenance money together. And we wouldn't mind, I mean, it's had so much work done to it, we're kind of like, God. But if it keeps breaking down, it's like, maybe it's time to just go look for another truck. Of course, I'd want to go look for an old hood truck. But too, in this market, availability of decent equipment has become kind of slim. Prices are going way up, which in this market too, you see inflation starting to happen in some ways and everything. That it's been a big question, like what's going to happen to the market? What's you know, the rates and all this kind of stuff, is it going to level off? Is it going to keep going up? With the vaccine mandate, I know that's a heated topic for a lot of people, but it is what it is, with the vaccine mandate coming down too. I don't know the exact date, but I was hearing sometime in October or possibly by Thanksgiving that the vax mandate, all companies with 100 employees or more are going to have to start doing weekly testing, or everybody has to get the jab. Now I'm in a position where I work for a smaller company, so I don't have to worry about it. Plus I'm an owner-op, so, and I contract with a company that probably has about 30 employees total. So we don't, and plus we're in Texas, so America. But if you do fall under this stipulation where you got to get a vaccine or whatever, what is it going to do to the driver pool out there of all larger carriers, even small carriers that have over 100 people working there? What's going to happen, you know? Ultimately, I think it'll get rolled back for the transportation industry because it would be just catastrophic. So articles have already come out. I just read one a couple days ago about FedEx. Just put out their numbers for, I think it was Q2 or Q3. Q3 ain't even over yet though. Anyway, for the year though, overall, they're talking about right now, this isn't even counting seasonal traffic coming in, you know, where they start hiring more drivers for the Christmas season and everything. They've been operating at 65% of their driver pool that they need to even just operate regularly. So, and they're down, I don't know if it was for the year or the last quarter, $500 million in revenue. They can't even keep up. So, and then they're thinking about, well, we're operating at 65% right now. How do we even attract drivers to come to the, and you think of FedEx is actually one of the top tier driving jobs. You can go be a line haul driver or even a LTL driver. I mean, hell, you can make $100,000 a year and have top of the line benefits if you want to be a line haul driver and go haul doubles, you know. I mean, I did it 15 years ago. You know, it's also preference too. I mean, I don't want to work for a big corporate job like that. It's never been my gig. I like being on my own, doing my own thing. So to each his own. But if FedEx is having that kind of problem, and they're one of the top jobs out there, if you really think about being a truck driver, what's all the other carriers doing too? Like other big LTL carriers like UPS, you know, Yellow Freight, even the like say lesser LTL carriers, you know, Saya and SDs and, you know, those kind of places too. If FedEx is having that kind of problem, what kind of problem are companies that don't pay as much and don't offer as good of benefits? What are their numbers looking like too? So if there is this driver shortage going on and the numbers are really looking that bad, then with the vax mandate coming in, if that gets enforced in some way and drivers start dropping out even more, what is that going to do for the market? Well, it's only going to drive up demand for truck time. And if you're an owner-operator or leased on with a carrier that you don't fall into this mandate, you could be seeing your rates go way up, I think. So while it's tragic in one side of the industry, on the other end of it, if you're positioned to capitalize on it, now's the time to go make some money. So, you know, get out there, bang it out all the way through Christmas, probably even through first of the year. Rates could remain really high and you can make a lot of money. Get that money, stow it away, get your rainy day fund all big and fat. And that's just my opinion. And everybody knows what everybody says about opinions. They're like assholes. Everybody's got one, and they think that everybody else stinks. Except for mine. Mine's perfect. Squeaky clean. So, anywho, that's about it. Hopefully the truck will be out of the shop tomorrow. And then I'll be back in Lubbock on Tuesday. Hopefully I can get my truck, get it loaded up, back on the road. And get this thing moving, man, build our money back up. I've been making all the rates I see when I'm out running reefer, averaging, when I'm out just bumping around, I get all the rate cons even though I'm running around in one of his trucks. I mean, I'm doing $12,000 to $14,000 a week in gross revenue. So the rates are there, the money's there. I just need my truck. Need my truck. So that's about it. I don't think I've turned to 30 yet. I'm going to stop in, was it Tallulah? Still about 70 miles away at the TA there. Got to get some fuel, then get on down to Hattiesburg. Be down Hattiesburg tonight, unload first thing in the morning. It's a live unload. Get a washout there, and or if they do washouts, a lot of milk places do, but get a washout or not, take it back. The loads come out of Canyon, out of the dairy there, so I gotta take it back there, drop it off, and then go home to Lubbock. So I guess we'll check back later. Everybody have a good one. Sorry I haven't been making any videos. As soon as I get my truck back, I just want to start making some general videos again and everything, and not get everybody all hot in the seat talking about all the shit on my mind or anything, but you know. So hope you're having a good Sunday. Check back. All right, out.
With turquoise and real diamonds.